Hi everyone, Eli here, and this is the first in a short series of demo videos demonstrating the Grand Citadel from the Dwarven Forge Castle Builder system. This first video is going to cover just the unboxing. Basically, I'm going to show you what's in the set and go over a few notes and mention a few details about some of the interesting bits and kind of show you how I'll lay the set out so we can build it, which I will cover in the next video. So let's get right started. Here's the box. What I've done here, rather than have you watch me endlessly removing pieces from little plastic bags, I've gone through the box already, made sure all the pieces are here as they should be, and removed the bags. Otherwise, this is pretty much what your box will look like. So first thing here is here's the usual Dwarven Forge handy tote sack for carrying all your pieces around, and as well as a nice set of decals that will go on your flags and other pieces. Just have a quick look at those. Some really nice decals, labels indicating which flags and so on they can go on. And then the other thing that's included is some of these fun little tools, and I'll show you how those are used in a few minutes when we get to playing around with the actual structure. But anyway, so that's a nice little bunch of extra stuff here, and we'll just put those out of the way for the moment. Okay, next thing, there's this funny piece of styrofoam that I think is included in many of the boxes. It looks like it should hold something. Don't worry about it. It doesn't. It's just recycled styrofoam using for packing. So get that out of the way. The thank you letter. Thank you for buying Dwarven Forge. Okay, now the actual stuff. All right, for a Grand Citadel, you're going to get 4 boxes of the. This is all the stretch goals and add-ons, all the fun little customizing pieces. So let's have a look at these. You get this cool chromatic orb, and the base it goes on. This will light up and give you changing LED effects in different colors. This spacer cube here, and stairs that work together to create ascents up onto your battlements. This is one of the specialty battlement pieces set up to hold oil cauldrons and shutters and other special accessories. We've got some of these hanging banners that the decals can go on if you're so inclined. Some different style of banners, flag of waving. Got a nice scaling ladder here, and this is the right size to climb up onto the castle walls, and it comes with 2 pieces. This is a hook that you can pop right on the top here and use it to hook it onto the battlements. And this is a handy miniature holder, so when your minis are climbing the ladder, you can place it wherever you want so that they can be ascending at any point. So there's that. Let's put this back in here for the moment. Okay, here are the battlement blades. These are some gnarly looking scimitar-like shapes that can be used to protect your battlements from dragon attack and just generally make it look like a scarier citadel. A couple of those. We've got these, which are these fun armored arrow slit covers to add a little personality and extra protection to the arrow slits. We've got barrel of arrows for your castle defender. We've got wooden shutters which fit neatly into the special crenellations here. We've got an arbalest, nice arbalest, and this is a base that can hold either the arbalest on your battlements, or for example, say you want to put a flag out in the field as a rallying point. It's a little off balance. Anyways, there are plenty of little, let's see what else we have. For some reason you want a gargoyle sitting in the yard, you can put him on there. We have a griffin statue, small stairs which complete this stairwell here, so that pretty much most of the sets you'll get one of these and one of these as a set, and they give you a lot of options for adjusting heights of things. Here's the aforementioned oil cauldron, which can also go in here, tilting, and we've got a grappling hook, and we've got a head of an enemy on a pike for the more gruesome types of castle commanders who want to show what happened to the last one who attacked, so that can go up in your battlements. Okay, so a whole bunch of goodies like that. So these are all, this is pretty much all the stuff that doesn't build the actual castle. These are the extra bits. I'll hang on to these stair pieces because we might want those. Everything else, just put right back in this box for the moment. And we can use these for customizing things when we're all done. So, yeah, let's just put this stuff out of here for now. Alright, so for the Grand Citadel, there are going to be 4 boxes just like that, with all those same components in them. So you'll have lots of snazzy little details to liven things up. Okay, let's get into the meat and potatoes now. Here are the walls, and these are basically the castle walls. You'll have a label like this on there, and this is showing there's 2 of each kind of piece in here, except for 3 of the straight arrow slit walls. So let's have a look. So you've got these corner pieces. These are in pairs, right and the left. 2 of those. Let's put our walls over here, and 2 more. Again, right and left corners. Put those over here, and we've got our cutout walls. These will be used where the towers attach on the corners of the castle. Again, as you're just checking them, you can see there's a right and a left, and another right and a left here. Alright, so those are the corners of our structure. And then we've got 3 of these arrow slit walls, straight sides, and a couple of the plain no arrow slits. These are for the interiors. Okay, so that's that box. Let's see what we got next. Okay, this is some more wall components. Here we have the spacer pieces, and these are what are going to fit inside the castle walls. And basically, your wall will, with the magnets on it, will attach to that, and that forms the basic wall unit. So as you can see, that fits together pretty neatly. So, all right. So we've got a bunch of these guys. We also have, so we'll refer to our label here. Pretty much want to double check as you're opening your box that whatever is on the label is in the box, and you should be good to go. So we've got 4 of these corner spacers, and those function the same as these guys, but on the corners. Put those here. We have 2 more of these guys for a total of 5. And I'll show you why 5 is the right number in a little bit. And then we've got, these are the platforms that go on top of the walls. And we'll get into how all these work when I get to the actual building video. But suffice it to say, these cover the tops of your walls and provide the platform on which your crenellations and battlements sit. Okay, so more wall parts. Okay, now we're getting into the towers. Okay, so the towers are packed. Again, they'll be in plastic bags, but in some cases they're packed already sort of partly pre-built as units like this. These consist of multiple parts. First of all, you have a half wall here, another half wall, and then you have these floor parts. And the floors are 4 spacers around a central floor unit, and these attach both with pegs and a magnet, so they're very sturdy. They slip on there very nicely like so. And these are the sort of basic building blocks of your towers, and then the walls clip onto these like so. And so we'll just set our towers over here. So this particular box has a couple different kinds. This one is a full floor and 2 half walls with arrow slits, and then this one has a partial floor and these partial walls which have double doors, and these are used where the towers step out onto the battlements to give you access from inside the tower onto the tops of your walls. And they also are these quarter walls with single arrow slits, which are useful for adding variety to your towers. Okay, the other thing we have is these tower platforms, wall platforms rather, which are used in the corners where the towers are, and I'll show you how in the build video. These differ slightly from these ones in that they don't have clips on the front here. You can see these clips. These ones are missing those. And that is so they can fit inside the towers. So we'll put these in the tower. And then finally we've got some of these what they call tower roof platforms, and these fit neatly here. They allow you to put various kinds of roofs onto your towers. And generally they're used at the top of each tower unit. And then we have these particular ones, which are 3/4 platforms, and these are used where the tower meets the top of the wall. And again, I will demonstrate how that works in the build video. Okay, what's next? Our box is still more than half full here. Okay, here we have floors. These are going to be the courtyard in your castle. So there's a variety of pieces here. There's some long, thin ones. These are also things that are going to be super useful building dungeons and stuff too outside of your castle. You can make long, thin bridges with them, or fill in small, narrow corridors, so forth. Very handy pieces. There's also these guys, a couple of 1x2s, and a single little one for fitting in the corner. I'll show you how all that works. And then we have these beautiful big 8x8 floors. And one thing I'll just point out about these right now real quickly while we've got them here is on the underside, these peg holes are a special useful feature. They allow you to put city builder style posts in here, so you can immediately create, you put a post in each corner and you can create an elevation that'll be suspended in the air like this. You can also even put double posts in the middle and city builder walls and have like what appears to be a solid stone platform. So very handy added feature. For right now it's going to be a castle courtyard, however. Okay, here we have, these are the big walls. Okay, so this bit here is a nice long, foot-long wall. It has an integral spacer piece just built into it, and 3 arrow slits. And this box has 2 of these guys. Go over here with the other walls. And it has 2 of these big platforms that go with them. I'll just real quickly demonstrate the idea behind these. They pop right on there very, very nicely like that. Nice and snug. And that way you can see how your basic wall unit fits together. You got the spacer, you got the outer wall, and you got the platform. And on top of the platform you'll put your crenellations or your battlements, or whatever else in fact that you decide you want on top of your castle wall. So 2 of those. Okay, now we have some more tower pieces. Again, these are the pre-built units in the box. Come with some nice winding stairs since you need to be able to get up and down your tower. This is another unit that has the half walls with triple arrow slits, 2 of those, and full floor bit. So we'll just pop this back on here. And then the same exact thing here, except these are the stairs going in the other direction for the other tower. So we'll put those there. Alright, towers are taking shape. What have we got next? Okay, here's some more tower pieces. In this case, we're looking at getting up to the tops of the towers. So we have some of the battlements that go on top of the towers. And these are the big matriculated battlements which have, you can see the holes under the edge of the crenellated protective wall here, and that would project out over the edge of your roof. And that's how you drop your stones on the enemy. Or it also helps the water run out if you got rain on top of your roof. And these basically fit very neatly onto the same floor pieces you use in the towers. They just lock in, and there's magnets as well, so that goes together quite nicely, like so. As you can see, that all fits in there. And then you've got, whoops. In this case, I'm using couple floors in this box have trapdoors, which are useful when you're on the top of your tower and you need a way to get up to the battlements. So that's the kind of floor you typically use with these, and then that will fit on top of your tower. So we'll set those here. So this box has a couple of these floors, trapdoor. It also has a couple of these 3/4 floors. Those will be used at the typically at the bottom of the tower, where it fits into the corner of the castle. So again, I'll demonstrate that later. What else have we got here? Oh, here we've got these cool. This is a wall that has a. So let me pop that up to there. Okay, this has a torch, and this torch has a. You can see in the back there's a piece here you need to pull out, and then that will make the battery touch its contacts, and then there's a little switch here and you can turn it on. You get a flickering torch on this cool scutcheon on the wall. So a couple of those. That adds some variety to walls, and then you've got some plain walls, and these have uses that I will show you when you're building the wall. Typically, the plain walls are what goes next to the stairs when you're ascending through the tower. All right, what else have we got here? Still more tower pieces. Okay. So in this case, we have again pre-built tower units. These are solid ones. Why do you want solid ones? These are because that's what actually goes with these battlements, because the corbels projecting downward would get in the way of your arrow slits. So that's your tower top, goes onto the solid wall like so. All right, a couple of those, and inside them we've got, these are special crenellation pieces, and these are designed obviously to fit alongside your tower, and this is what you use for doing the defenses on top of your wall where the wall meets the tower. So you'll have two right-hand ones, two left-hand ones, because there's two towers in the Grand Citadel. And finally, these are these little magnetic pieces, which are partial walls and posts, and these are very handy when you're building your corners. And I'll demonstrate how you can use these to sort of customize your corners to have openings or not, depending on what you want. And so we got some 3/4 ones, some full ones, and then 4 of these little posts. So a bunch of those guys. All right, here we have Gatehouse. You gotta have a way into your castle. This is it. Okay, so this is a 4x4 roof platform which will go on top of the gatehouse. This is the gatehouse floor, which includes this. No, this will probably be separate initially. This is a big honking trapdoor, big enough to drop a full knight on his warhorse through. And we have this neat little lever here that allows you to activate the trapdoor. Of course, that's only going to work if you have this on a higher level, or if you build a hole underneath the structure. But we just thought it would be a fun option to have. And the other thing about this is it works. It's completely compatible with the City Builder system. Has the same corner holes, so this could be used anywhere in a City Builder structure that you want a giant trapdoor. So it's just kind of an extra bonus item, or it can be the base of your gatehouse. Okay, gatehouse floor. We need gatehouse doors. Okay, here are the doors. We've got some nice big swinging double doors. This is one side of your gatehouse. Then, what's a castle without a drawbridge? This is the drawbridge unit. There's the wall part, and then there's also the drawbridge itself. So here that is. Now this is quite simple to install. Basically, these little stone blocks here come off. They just fit with pegs. Obviously, this has pegs on it, and all you need to do is pop that right back on there, and pop that right in there, and you have an operable drawbridge. So that's the drawbridge unit that goes on this side of the gatehouse floor. Now, again, I'll get into building this later. One thing I do want to point out, or two things I want to point out. One is that your set will come with these little metal pegs. These are identical to the City Builder pegs that are in the bottom of the City Builder corner posts. And these are optional things you can put into the corners, in the holes in the corner of your gatehouse. So you just push them in there, and those would allow your gatehouse to lock into the floor more sturdily. But we also, you might need a pair of pliers to pop them out. We wanted to have that as an optional thing because you might want to use this somewhere else, where not on the floor, if you just want a big door in any other circumstance and you don't want the peg in the bottom. So we included them separate, and you can add them or not, or take them in and out as you see fit. So there's those. Okay, finally, some defenses for the top of our little gatehouse here. Let's put this corner piece, or this roof platform, on top there. Okay, and this is designed to hold up any sort of defenses you want up here, such as these. These are the unique crenellated corners, the high corners that were part of the castle system. And among other things, these have the little peg hole here that allows you to add accessories. For example, flag. So, and you can also put your gargoyles, your arbalest, what have you, on top of there. All right, and then one more thing I want to show you about the gatehouse is these. These are these nifty little braziers. And what these are, let's see, they're kind of taped in here. You'll notice they have little metal contacts here. That is because these are designed to fit into these contact holes next to the gatehouse door. They will slide right in there like so. And you get these cool braziers. And then there is a switch. Where's the switch? Here it is. The switch will then turn on the light once you've got your battery activated. So, and the other thing about this is these are interchangeable with the torches and the other little LED units that were part of the special various theme sets for the castle. So they're little rune stones and so on. So you can replace the braziers with other LED items that are interchangeable to customize your castle and change the look. So there's two of those. Okay, so that is the gatehouse. Let's put these guys back in here for now. Got our crenellations. Alright, and we have one more box of these nice big tower top battlements, since obviously we've got half a tower top here. This box has 6 more of these, so that'll finish off this one and do another one. So we'll just set these up here beside our towers. Those are all ready to roll. And then the final thing that's in here, which I'm not going to get into now, is 3 more full boxes of all the accessories. So these would be identical to the first box we looked at with the wooden shutters, the gargoyles, the flags, the banners, all that good stuff to customize things. So that is pretty much a quick tour of what's in the set, and what I would recommend if you're going to be building your castle. Good heavens and ant! First of all, get rid of the ants. And then I'd say put your walls in one section, your floors together, your towers together, and your gatehouse units together, and then it'll be pretty quick to put it all together. So the next video I will indeed build the Grand Citadel and show you how that works. So there you have it.